Kia ora, I'm Shelby, and today we're talking about John Tawell. To outward appearances, 61-year-old Quaker John Tawell led a respectable life, but appearances can be deceptive. Tawell was born in 1784 and was the second son of Thomas Tawell, a shopkeeper in Alderley, a village in Norfolk. When he was 22, Tawell seduced a servant girl while living in Whitechapel and later married her. He began work in a druggist shop and attempted to forge a £10 note, for which he received 14 years transportation. In Australia, Tawell got a job in a convict hospital and then as a clerk to Isaac Wood of the Sydney Academy, who was impressed enough to petition the governor for Tawell's pardon. Granted in 1820, Tawell opened a druggist shop and in 3 years was a success. Back in England, his wife and two sons died, and he began an affair with a nurse, Sarah Lawrence, who bore him 2 children. In 1841, he married a Quaker widow, Mrs. Cutforth, who had run a school in Clerkenwell, London. Tawell moved his lover, who had by now changed her name to Hart, to a small cottage in Salt Hill, near Slough, and visited her in order to pay a weekly allowance of £1. On 1st of January 1845, after Tawell's visit, his mistress was discovered on the floor, writhing in agony, and she died before help arrived. A neighbour, Mary Ann Ashley, spotted Tawell and rushed to Slough Station, where the station master, using the latest innovation, transmitted the following telegraph to Paddington Station. Quote, "A murder has just been committed at Salt Hill, and the suspected murderer was seen to take a first-class ticket to London by the train that left Slough at 7:42 p.m. He is in the garb of a Quaker with a brown greatcoat on which reaches his feet. He is in the last compartment of the second first-class carriage." Close quote. The misspelling of Quaker was deliberate, since the telegraph at the time did not have the letter Q. Tawell was spotted by Sergeant Williams of the Railway Police, who followed him by bus and on foot to the Jerusalem Coffee House and then across London Bridge to a lodging house in Scots Yard. So he got picked up, and then a bit of the aftermath was the next day Tawell was arrested at the Jerusalem Coffee House, the first murderer caught by wireless telegraphy. At his trial, it was revealed that he had brought 2 bottles of Sheely's prussic acid, normally used for the treatment of varicose veins, and that Sarah had died from prussic acid poisoning. Tawell was publicly hanged at Aylesbury on 28th of March, and the electromagnetic telegraph used to make the historic capture was put on show for £1 a look. And this is the best depiction I could find of him on Google. So that's the story on John Tawell. Hope you enjoyed. Please stay safe and subscribe.